Hey, greetings everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Patrick Gregory Daniels here. Just want to say hello to everybody. Hope y'all are having a great one. I'm just practicing today. It's after church. Had an amazing service today, and it was just amazing, powerful word about how you gotta have faith. You gotta believe, number one. And God has His promises spelled out in the Bible, and while you're going through hard times in your life, if you remember God's promises, kind of like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, they went, they Nebuchadnezzar wanted them to and worship his false idols, and they refused to, so he threw them in the fiery furnace, and they weren't burned. So Pastor Russell just talked about how in your life you got to remember God's promises, which in the Bible God promises that He'll always be with you and never forsake you and things like that. So there were a lot of things in my life that I thought about when I thought about the word, and one thing I thought about was guitar, playing music. There's times where it's late and you could be tired and you don't want to practice, or and maybe especially for us beginners, maybe you're beginning some new technique. Maybe you're learning finger style, or maybe you're, for me, like I really want to learn finger style and I got so many goals. I want to learn finger style, classical guitar, and I want to be awesome at reading and composing, and I want to take all the classical elements and direct them towards jazz. And so I want to play jazz guitar music and classical guitar music, and it makes me feel so amazing. I love classical music. It settles my spirit. It feels really close to home for me. I remember being in, like, middle school, and you know even in high school, being in the band, concert band and marching band in high school. I used to always listen to classical music in my room, and even when we were playing classical songs, whether it was like Tchaikovsky or Beethoven or Bach. Not to mention I was playing tuba, so I was playing, Bach mouthpieces, and all of those things. It really set well with me, and it just made me feel good. It resonated really well with me. I love, pop's cool, and all the other genres are really awesome, but it's just something that classical music and jazz does for me. It does something really amazing. It feels like classical um, speaks to my heart so much, and it feels like jazz music is it's the stepbrother, but it relates so much to my life. To me, jazz music sounds like reality. Jazz music is it can be, in my opinion, very unpredictable. And jazz music to me, it sounds like I woke up and I had good dream last night, and the chords you might play sounds like a good dream, and then after that it sounds like some unpredictable things happen in the dream, and well, I don't quite remember exactly what happened, but I remember this portion. And I was walking down the stairs, and I accidentally slid and tripped over one stair, and thought I was gonna fall down the whole stairs, but I regained my composure, and I continued moving through life, and I was challenged, and then there was love, and it was a beautiful sunset, and but I had to go to work. you know I got to work and found out that I had 2 weeks worth of vacation time, that if I didn't take it, it wasn't going to roll over. So immediately then I had to start planning my vacation, and all of a sudden I won a trip to Dubai. And I went to Dubai, and it was so fun. And when I got to Dubai, the hotel that we were staying in, they had free continental breakfast. And I went downstairs to have free continental breakfast, and they didn't have any more bagels, so I didn't get a chance to eat. But upon me walking back to my room, the concierge gave me a free gift card to have free breakfast at a 5-star restaurant. And that's why I like jazz, and that's why I like classical music, because of the sense of the sense of established tendencies and pulchritudinous beauty in classical music, in cohesion with the unpredictability of seemingly different but realistic elements in jazz make it to seem and feel like real true life. Not to mention the absence of a lot of vocals in some of these genres lead me to have what I would say a very transparent experience where one can pull out your own experience because you're not saturated with so many vocals to where a message is somewhat imposed on you. I love it. I love it. But y'all recently traded in one of my guitars for this really beautiful Alvarez guitar. It's got mahogany sides on it and mahogany back and cedar top, and the wood on the guitar really smells great, and I really enjoy playing this guitar. And I'm still working on my Hal Leonard book. One of the practices that I've started doing is right now they're teaching me this. I had to pause for a minute because I was thinking about it, but they're teaching me this fourth string, which is, if I'm not mistaken, it's the D string. Prayerfully, I'm not incorrect, but I'm working on learning all these notes, and it's very exciting. It's a beautiful experience. It's challenging. It's not easy. And the more I do things and the more I study, the more I remember, and the more notes I'm able to read, and the further in the book I'm able to go. And I just can't wait. I'm looking forward. I'm looking so much far forward to the present. I can't wait to do what it is I'm supposed to do right now, but I can see long down the road that I'm able to be able to accomplish certain things that I wasn't able to accomplish in not so far distant pasts. And I'm just really excited, and I just want to thank you all for all your support. And it's just amazing. It's truly amazing. I never received so much beautiful support in my life. People coming from leaps and bounds and miles and different countries to share a piece of information to help me be encouraged on my journey, and your beautiful comments about the seeming passion that you all are able to see in my journey. It's bar none. It's amazing. You all are second to none. You're none in a million. I appreciate all of you professors and doctors of the study of this fine art coming to help and engage me in my journey, and I can't wait. I love you all. Peace and blessings. Thank you all as well. I also want to thank you all for constantly subscribing to my channel and just encouraging me on my journey. I'm so overjoyed and humbled by you all's presence. May you all's journeys be the best, and may the most amazing things be yet to come. Peace and blessings, you all.